Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Bachelor boxing. Now, Top Rank, man. Bob Arum, the promoter of Top Rank, and the spokesperson. He's saying things like his latest, at least big news. He was saying things like Lomachenko is he's the best he's seen since Ali. Those are some big statements made from Bob Arum, man. And I think Lomachenko's a great fighter, but sometimes you gotta let these fighters develop all the way and get some wins before you start comparing them. Saying he's the best fighter since Ali. Those are big statements, man. Now, this is on ESPN, and there's some. He was talking to some guy, and the guy brought up Roy Jones Jr. because he said the thing about Lomachenko is he's a great fighter, but he doesn't pass the eye test like a Roy Jones Jr. does. And athletically, you have to agree that Roy Jones Jr. was a far more superior athlete than Lomachenko. And yeah, man. And I have to agree with that, man. Lomachenko is a great fighter, but he's not knocking people out with one hit, man. I mean, Roy Jones is known for having elite level power and with his speed and athleticism. Lomachenko's a great fighter, but he just don't have that kind of power. And the thing about Roy Jones is, it's not like a set up punch. He'll throw it from anywhere, and it'll be a power punch. So, yeah, man. I mean, I can go through a list and name like a whole bunch of other fighters too, but to say Lomachenko's better than since Ali. I mean, Ali was big in the '60s. That's a long time. It's been like 60 years, man. Over 60 years of fighters you're going past, and you say Lomachenko is better than all those fighters since Ali. That's crazy. It's sort of mind-boggling, man. That Bob Arum would say something like that. I understand you're trying to promote a brand, and you're trying to promote to casuals, but there's ways of going around it. There's ways of going about that. Step your promotion up, promote this guy a little better, get him involved in things outside of boxing. There's other things you can do. But when you start disrespecting the sport of boxing like that, it makes Lomachenko's a great fighter, man. He's a likable guy. But when your promoter says shit like that, it makes him not likable at all. It makes him unlikable, because your promoter is saying shit that you're not capable of right now. At least not at this moment. Maybe in the future, maybe, but we don't know that yet. So he's just saying he's talking out his ass, man. I mean, let's be honest. So, let me know how you guys feel about that, man. Do you guys think Lomachenko is the best fighter in the last 60 years since Muhammad Ali? Because that's basically what he said. He said he hasn't seen a fighter look and put everything together, quite as well as Ali. And that's just a shocker right there, man. And I had to talk about it because he's a great fighter, but you're a promoter. You should be able to do things as a promoter, and Top Rank's a $1 billion company. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to promote Lomachenko in another way instead of comparing him to the best of the best of the best. The GOAT. A lot of people think. It's it's shocking. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.